Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Bath City. You join me for a big game today here against Southend, who are currently 5th in the league, whilst we sit 2nd. The two teams below us have already played a game in hand and sit 4 points behind me. However, if Southend win this game, they will sit just 3 points behind me, level on games. So this is an important one. I will go back to my default tactic and the majority of my default lineup. Good to see Tilson, who is returning to the lineup here. However, he's only available for about 75 minutes. Peak is going to come off for Windsor with Orsi getting his game up top. I need to go to filter. I want to take my youth players out again just to make sure I haven't got loads of players in my way when searching for them. Beardy Moore. Jenkins Davies been kicking off. He wants to start. So I can't find a spot for Beardmore in the lineup here. I have to go on the bench. I'm going to take Seager off. Do you know what? We're going to put Dolling on the bench. Avoki. I promised him Orsi won't take his playing time. So let's actually keep on with Avoki. A few players lacking match sharpness. I need to try and keep rotating this team, ensuring they're all getting somewhat equal play time. And they're all staying somewhat match fit in case they are called upon. But here we go, big game against Southend. And that looks like a very poor start. Georgie not ready for that pass to come to him. I'm expecting this to be a very hard game. And if you look at that Southend formation, it's an almost exact replica of what I was playing last game. Out of possession, 3-4-3. And in possession, they push up the wing backs to wingers. And the centre mids almost to cam spots. It's a remarkable tactic, really. You can see Traore becomes a DM from wing back. And this is the kind of formation and tactic I can see it struggling against, and you can see probably why they're doing so well in the league. But here we are intercepting the ball. Russ now, he's got an easy pass. Jenkins Davies, surely he's onside, surely. He doesn't get anywhere near a finish anyway. But that's a good opportunity there on the counter-attack, which may be our best chance here against Southend, considering when they're in possession, they're pushed so far forward. We are going to need to counter that. But on the flip side, when they're on the attack, we're going to be so outnumbered. And that's a great ball. And I was about to say that should be a goal, and it was. Danny Rose's looping header from the far right hand side into the top left hand corner. Very little Casagrande could do about that. But Stutter's just looked up, pinged that ball there. And Georgiou looks like he's caught sleeping, doesn't even jump to compete for the ball. Excuse me. And we need to be very careful here. As Jones comes forward, plays it inside to Jenkins Davies. Deflected shot, somehow makes his way into the goal. I would say poor keeping, but that looked like it took a lot of deflections and a lot of bounces. Let's look at that again. Alvin Jones into Jenkins Davies. He just takes a shot. And it hits that defender and sends the keeper the wrong way, who may have had that covered. But we find ourselves back in the matchup 1-1. And we have had more opportunities. Although Southend are really dominating the ball. I'm tempted to go a bit more defensive in the second half. Otherwise, I feel like we might begin to get overrun at the back with the amount of players they have forward. Look, my back four almost each have a man to mark up there. It's a lot of one-on-one battles, and Alvin Jones, not for the first time, has lost that battle to Stutter. But luckily, straight at Casagrande for an easy catch. Batting on the ball to pass out the captain, out to Tilson. Our team instruction, work ball into the box. I will do that. And Southend now are really, really beginning to to dominate this match. I feel like we need to go a lot more defensive in the second half. Windsor tries to win the ball, but lands it Austin. He plays the ball behind Aaron Jones. To be honest, Stutter's got the best of. And that's a good save by Casagrande. The back four are really struggling against effectively the front five of Southend. Short to Batten now, out to Aaron Jones. You can see the run by Jenkins Davies. He just doesn't pick it out. And then they turn over and they've got so many people on the attack. And that's easy for Sam Austin. I'm going to have a stroke of genius at half time to think how I'm going to counter their current formation they're playing, especially when they have the ball. Because we're really, really struggling. Let's go to my tactics. Let's have a look at what I can think to do here. Out of possession. I'm going to need Russ to drop back into a more DM role. I'm tempted to bring Keto on for Windsor and then drop Keto back here on the defence. Hopefully that helps us cover a bit more. Orsie's going to go up top. Look, Russ is anxious. Parcel's furious. Casagrande's even anxious in net. But I can't make that many changes at half time. And we got to look to get back into this in the second half. Very slight defensive tweak. Getting Russ to drop back to DM. And we're fighting them to play the ball forward now. Tried to make it a 5-on-5 at the back. I'm going to change this from positive to cautious. But they're playing it around confidently and calmly here. Ralph now takes on his man. Gives it away to Jones. Alves has to go long, just giving the ball away again. But that's a mistake at the back. And Orsi now with a big opportunity. And there he is. We brought him in to score goals, and that's awful by Taylor. He took that touch and Orsi just beat him to it. And I think it was a choice of a red card or allow the opportunity to happen. And Orsi manages to sneak it away and make it 2-2. A good start to the second half, a positive start. And you can see they're still dominating the ball in possession, but we have a lot more men back now defending the box. And then when we get the ball back, it's all about counter-attack, and that's Windsor into Orsi. Orsi tries to knock that on, but they've won it back easily. Taylor forward. A ball over the top. Where's Aaron Jones? He's having an absolute howler. And he's coming off. He absolutely stinks. Absolutely stinks. I haven't really got anyone to bring on for him. I think Russ and you are going to have to change. Absolutely stinks. Keto for Windsor as well, who to be honest isn't doing enough for us. And that absolutely stinks Aaron Jones. He's getting absolutely killed by Stutter out there. Russ, who's not a natural right back, is going to have to do a job for me. Because to be honest, Jones had to come off. And I can see Alves with a slight knocker injury. It's going to have to be Peak I bring on. And to be honest, Jenkins Davies, you smell as well. 60 minutes in. That's going to be all 5 of my subs used. And another chance here for Southend. And that's Ben Goodcliffe. Caution to the wind. We're going attacking, boys. We've somehow got to isolate this threat from Southend. 2 goals behind with less than half an hour to play. Are we going to be able to find a way back in? Peak just gets the ball in, just keeps it in play. Tilson's going to pick that up. I was told originally he could only have 75 minutes. He's going to have to play the whole game. But that's assist there onto Orsi's head, who's got 2 off the bench this game. And this is why we brought him in to score goals. If Afoki's not doing it, if Dolan's not doing it, the only opportunity we have is Orsi, and he's taken that so far. In what really has been a poor game for Bath, we are still in the game, just 1 goal behind. I'd be happy with a draw just to keep ourselves a good chunk of points clear. And we started with Casagrande out wide to Georgiou. Georgiou needs to pick someone out. He goes to Keto. Keto into Georgiou to Beardy Boy. Look for Keto again. He does. Keto tries to take on his man. Can he get a good ball in? He can. And that was an opportunity that I thought we were going to score for Orsi's hat-trick. Just wide of the post. Probably should have done better there. But I'll give the man some slack as he's already got those 2 goals here today. And the ball is with Southend here coming up to the final 10 minutes of the game. Can we find a way back into this? Or will Southend find another and increase their lead? We've won the ball back with Keto. He's played a very sloppy pass. And here comes Southend again. Stutter now somehow switched sides. And now he's killing us from all angles. Stutter, he's having a beautiful game. I need a bit more here, Bath, please. About 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And it's Southend with the ball in our final third. Ball goes into the box. Falls up to a Southend player. And Luke Brown just wide of the goal. I have no other options. Very attacking. Come on, Bath, win this ball back. Stutter taking his time. He's been brilliant today. And he whips it in. And that's a good save from Casagrande. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Can Bath find another opportunity, another goal? It looks like we're going to end this game losing 4-3 in a tough fought game. To be honest, Southend to serve it. And that was all thanks to their main player here, Stutter. Absolutely unbelievable. 21 years old as well. I'm really going to have to check him out after this game. That was unbelievable from him. And he looks like a great player. Just from those quick view of his profile. He looks like an absolutely brilliant player. We will have a look. Jordan Albert's injured, only out for a couple of days. And here is Stutter here. Ask his agent about availability. He's only just joined his new club. Where did he come from? Chelsea originally. Add him to my short list. Indefinitely for now. But there was, to be honest, quite a poor loss. But also an expected one. We find ourselves just 1 point clear of Sutton, but we have got a game in hand. 3 points clear of Dagenham and only 3 points clear of Southend, who are slowly catching us on the same amount of games. In the next episode, we do come up against Spennymoor down in 20th, so hopefully we can start to find some form going into the second half of the season. But if you did enjoy, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.